everybody, welcome. This is the second of two videos for your February rundown of your Western star signs. This is the Libra to Pisces group. These readings are relevant for wherever these signs lay, whether they're ascendant, whether your sun or moon is in any of these signs. So if you want to listen to 1, 2 or 3, whatever it is that takes your fancy, go right ahead. I will do some timestamps down the bottom, and let's get started. Okay, so we've got Libra. This is you guys for February, Libra. Radio. Change, perseverance. Something you've been doing has been really active. You've been really active, physically active, mentally, spiritually active. There's something that's been going on. There's been some kind of build up to this, and there has been some kind of a change. Don't be put off by whatever this change was. Persevere with it, because you will achieve what it is that you need to achieve. If you need to, sorry guys. So you've got, so if you need to get some kind of inspiration, just think about some kind of, get creative with it, basically. Get creative. Draw on the ideas, inspiration or instincts of the people around you. Ask their advice even. It may be some kind of emotional creativity that you need in order to keep going with this. So whether or not you can find a way to think differently about this, let go of some kind of feeling that's kind of holding you back in terms of this, or even just try and develop a new way of feeling about something. If you want to even draw on new kinds of relationships or build new relationships with people, that actually may be what this relates to. Actually, there's been some kind of change for you in you've been trying to be more social or something, and you've been trying to get involved in things, and there's been some kind of a change around this. But persevere with it, because you're going to build up these new friendships and relationships, and it will be emotionally fulfilling, and there'll be some kind of creative outlet for you to do this. So whether you actually do something creative, like involve yourself in some kind of creative group or creative endeavor, or like a formalized kind of creative setting, whether you start writing blog posts or whether you get involved with online forums, but the energy is there. You've been really active in trying to build this up. There's been a lot of activity around this, and it's been quite instinctive. So it feels as though you've been relying on just really what feels right for you to get to this point. So don't be put off by this change in February. Persevere with it, and just think about creatively what you can build up. Because what it is that there's something that's going on. It's not you that's kind of creating this blockage. It's something that's going on outside of your control. The moon card often relates to things that don't appear as they seem. So it could be that whatever this change is that's coming, that's kind of going to disrupt the thing that you've built up, this momentum that you had going, and the progress that you felt as though it feels as though you put in the right amount of energy, certainly, and you've expended a great deal of energy. And you have like drawn on your connections with this. Whatever it is that's causing this change in February to happen here, it's really beyond your control. It's not something that you know about. It's not something that's kind of on your radar. And it could be something that's just natural. It's just part of the natural cycle of getting a little bit of momentum, getting a little bit fatigued, but persevering. Or it could be that somebody's actually trying to destabilize what you're doing. But I would tend to think that it's actually just the first The first cycle, where in February you're going to kind of just get to this standstill where you feel as though I built all this momentum up, I was creating this amazing thing, it felt right, it looked right, it was ticking all my boxes, and it just seemed to be what I should be doing. But for some reason, it's just changed up and come to a bit of a standstill. And these things that are happening now, I didn't really plan for. I think that's just part of the natural cycle. So whatever it is that you feel as though you haven't planned for, you can creatively manage it. Just keep persevering with it. Don't be hard on yourself. It's just part of what happens. Scorpio. Aww. You guys too. You guys have been through some kind of, you guys have been doing a lot of, you've got the Hermit, you've got Temperance, and you've got the King of Cups. You guys have been doing some real soul searching. You guys have been really, you've been, oh, this is really lovely, and it feels really soft. You guys have taken some time out and done a lot of soul searching, and you're trying to now come back into the world, you know, after doing all this work. You're trying to step into who you really are. You're trying to step into the template of who you are. It's good that you've taken this time out and that you've decided to build some wisdom, find some knowledge around this, use what you've learnt in order to come back stronger and wiser. You've taken an emotional battering regarding this. You really have been beaten up, and the process of becoming your best self, or your true self, as they say, whatever it is, has really bashed you around. But in February, you're going to find that you have reached some kind of true mastery over this, some kind of true accomplishment. It's a real attainment. You've really been in this difficult cycle. You've taken yourself away from the world. You've contemplated what's going on. You've tried to find, you've really kind of put your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, all your energy into figuring out what the fuck, basically, what was that all about. And now in February, you can expect to come out with that wisdom, with that knowledge. Yeah, you've been through a major transformation. It's been really devastating. And as you come out of this in February, know that what you have become is what you were meant to be. Sometimes our hardest lessons are so fulfilling because we do have to take that time out to just analyze every aspect of our life, every aspect of what it is that got us to this point now. And in February, you're going to reap the benefits of this, because you're going to come out. Your light is going to shine the way into the transformation after this cycle. It's actually pretty huge for you guys. You're very misunderstood sign. So when you come out of this, it's going to be really rewarding for you. It doesn't even matter to you whether other people know what's been going on, or whether they accept it, acknowledge it, or respect it. Doesn't matter. It's just been a fully personal experience of becoming more attuned to who you actually are, and it's been life-changing. So February, expect that to come to some kind of culmination. That's pretty huge, you guys. Oh, justice. Okay. Sagittarians. Okay, you guys. The Hierophant. Knight of Wands. Again, I think we just had him. And Judgment. Okay. You guys are concerned with feeling worthy to be in a position guiding other people. It's what you feel called to do, and it's what you're ready to progress with, and it's what you're really embracing, and it's what you've been trained to do, and what all your resources have been channeled to do. It's what you feel supported to do, and what you feel as though is the way that you can best help other people and the people who rely on you in the community, but you're doubting, you're having a little bit of doubts about whether or not you're worthy to do this. I'm just going to pull justice up now because we've already seen it. And the truth is, you are worthy to do this. Everything that you've put into this, everything that you've invested, all the training, all the planning, all the money, the time, the resources, everything that you've put into this is worthwhile. Even though in February you're going to be questioning whether or not you're good enough to be guiding other people, to be sharing your experience and knowledge, you are. You're now ready to reap your rewards, and you've done everything right to get there. This feels as though you're doing something in the community or for other people. It feels as though you're being called to be some kind of either spiritual or some kind of mentor or something, but you're guiding other people, even if you don't realize that you're doing it. Everything we do, actions speak louder than words. And when you're out in the community, people see that you're a good person, that you are just, that you're fair, that you give and take, that you walk the talk, as they say. And there's no need for you to question this. February, you might be a little bit hesitant, a little bit concerned about whether you're legitimate, whether what you're doing, whether the position that you're in, whether the responsibilities or opportunities that you're being given are aligned to who you are, and whether you deserve that. Well, you really do. You deserve it. So just remember in February that you can just plow ahead everything you've done in your life up to this point to get to this situation in February, this kind of leadership position, this guidance position, this position where you're giving advice, where you're supporting people, where you're sharing your own knowledge, your own experiences, where you're helping other people be who they can best be, is what you should be doing, and it's what you are doing, and it's what you're supported to do, and you should just continue to do that. So if you're hesitant about it, try not to be, because the message is that you're on the right track. Sagittarian, Capricorn, new relationship. Persist. You've got a new relationship coming, and you're going to get a message about it. There's no two ways about it. Whether it's a friendship or like an intimate relationship, it's coming your way. So it'll be successful, and it's going to be successful for how you think as well. It's going to change your mind about something and help you see things from a new light. It just feels very easy, peaceful, no stress about this, no drama. There's no reason to overthink it, to analyze it, to worry about it, to wonder if you're doing it the right way, which Capricorns often do. It's okay. You've got a new friendship, relationship, or some kind of new emotional stimulus coming in. It'll be a message from somebody that comes to you that delivers this. And yeah, it's going to be successful. It's successfully going to help you see and think about, perceive things in a new way. Being interrupted again. I'm going to have to move. Bugger. Okay, sorry about that. I just got interrupted again. So yeah, new relationship coming your way, some kind of new emotional stimulus. You're going to get a message about this. It's going to come through. It's going to help you be successful in rethinking things, or successfully somehow kind of open your mind to new things, or give you a new mental stimulus as well. So what do we got? Strength. All right, so it may require you to draw on your inner strength, whatever this emotional, this new kind of emotional situation is. I do feel as though it's some kind of new friendship that's coming into you. or a new relationship that's coming to you, that you're being offered. You may feel as though for some reason that you need to be strong here, that you need to maintain your balance somehow, to maintain your own strength or your own individuality. Perhaps in the past you feel as though you've lost yourself a little bit in relationships, and that now the thought of a new relationship coming in feels like you need to somehow be strong. But, you know, maybe this is an opportunity for you to experience some kind of emotional vulnerability. But whatever it is, you're successfully, you know, whatever it is, whatever this offer is, whatever this thing coming is, this emotional offer, this emotional stimulus that's coming in, you're going to be strong enough. You have the strength there, and you are going to be strong enough to successfully apply logic if need be. So maybe it's going to be some kind of relationship that's coming in that's not necessarily inspiring positive emotions, but whatever it is, you have the strength and the fortitude and the overall character and ability within yourself to successfully navigate this. So just keep an eye out for this emotional sort of stimuli that comes your way. It'll be a message that you'll get, and it's going to start some kind of new emotional response to something. That's quite interesting. Okay, sorry I got interrupted with that. What are Aquarius? Up to Aquarius. Oh, okay. I did shuffle these, but anyway, just letting you know. Again, you guys, some kind of, you're building something up. This is the early days of something here. It requires energy, it requires instinct, it requires passion, it requires doing, but it's okay. Whatever it is that you're feeling that you need to do, it could be some kind of move, it could be something that's quite physically, or it could be starting a new business or something actually. It's okay. Smooth sailing, everything's nice and calm for this. So it's only early days. So again, you guys take the time to think about how you got here, what it was that you've done in the past. You know, really think about this. What was it that you did in the past that's created this opportunity for you now to build up something new for yourself in the future? Because it does feel as though you're either building up some kind of business or some kind of new venture that's going to involve a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, a lot of a lot of dexterity in some way, mental dexterity, physical dexterity, a lot of working with other people and trying to figure out the best way around this, the best way to do this. It's not difficult as such, but it is going to require a great deal of negotiation, lots of thinking and talking backwards and forwards with people. So in February, think about how it is in similar situations in the past that you either made this work for yourself in a similar situation, or in a similar situation where it didn't quite go as planned. What was it about that sort of stopped it from coming to fruition for you, and how can you do it differently this time? Like, what is it that you're going to implement? What lesson can you implement from last time in order to make this new venture more successful? So a bit of creative thinking, a bit of outside of the box thinking. You are balanced, you are stable, you have got the support, and things are building on one another for you. It's progressing naturally for you. So it's, you know, it's all coming around the way that it's supposed to come around, if we're thinking about, you know, an easy progression, an easy timeline. But just take that time out to think about what it is in the past, the ideas in the past, or the self-sabotaging limitations in the past from your own mind or from other people's opinions or input that stopped it from happening last time. Yeah, because again, you're worthy enough to do this. This new endeavor, if you're in any way thinking that this new endeavor, like you're putting in a lot of effort, but you're not sure whether you should be because you're just going to fail again, it's, you know, you need to cut that thinking off. That thinking is going to chain you to the past, and what you're trying to do is create a future, and you're worthy to do it. You've been found worthy in the past, and you are worthy now. You have every right to make a success for yourself. You have every right this time round to make this work for you. So don't indulge in these limiting beliefs that you're not good enough, or that it failed last time so it's not going to work again. Don't think that way if you can. Try not to think that way, or if you do catch yourself thinking that way, cut it off, stop it, sever it. No more thinking that way. Just get back to business, focus, even if that means drawing on resources outside of yourself, getting the help of other people, getting their advice, getting their input, making lists, doing anything like that that's going to help you. Yeah, just don't give up on yourself, because what it is that you're building is intuitive to you, it makes sense to you, and it serves you. So just keep going with it. That's in February for you guys. And finally, Pisces. Poor little Pisces. Well, little Pisces. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, Pisces, you're at the beginning of a new cycle as well. You have gone through the process. You have put in the hard yards. You have put in all the effort, and you've completed something. Something's come to an end. Now it's time to get right back on that horse and start again, because you're at the beginning of a new cycle. You are at the beginning of a new cycle with this. And again, yeah, wow, sorry, I'm just blowing out a little bit because these cards keep popping up and they're relevant for me as well. So sorry if I'm going off track. Okay, you're at the end of a cycle. You've created something really good for yourself. You're stable. There's a completion around this. You've put in all the effort. You've ticked all the boxes. You've done everything the right way as such. And now it's time to just build on that as you progress into this new cycle. And this new cycle looks as though you've got these massive ideas, this massive kind of ideas of what you want to do, what you want to go ahead with, what you want to achieve. This new cycle is all about ideas, big ideas, and attaining really big ideas, making these big ideas come into fruition. So it feels like you're ready to really take some kind of big risk, to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, to do something that you weren't really sure that you could do, but you can. I mean, you've already done a huge thing. You've already achieved something quite massive. And so now where you're at is that you're probably, you learn a great deal in this process. I mean, if you're a self-reflective person, and which you potentially are because you've got all this air around you, you've probably learned some really huge lessons in trying to accomplish what it is that you accomplished. I'm sure you made some mistakes and learned along the way, and now you're ready to use everything that you learnt in that situation to power ahead to get this new situation under control and up and out there. And it actually feels like you're kind of starting from a place of advancement. It's like you're starting from somewhere, like you've got an advantage somehow because of everything that you have been through already. So you're not just starting from the very beginning, you're able to start with the resources that you've actually already put in place from what it was that you completed in that last cycle. So in February, you're going to be able to draw on the resources that you already established and built up and worked really hard to get. They're not just sitting there for you. It's not just luck. You worked really hard to get there. You built, it took time to get to this point. And so now you're sort of like, as you can draw on these things, these ideas, resources, this knowledge base that's here for you, it's nice. It's not just lucky. It's not just dumb luck. You've worked really hard. Look, you've got the Chariot. So you are ready to harness everything that you've built up for yourself, all these resources that you've put in place, internal, external resources, friends, acquaintances, knowledge bases, ideas, systems, yeah, all these things that you've acquired through that last process of achievement that you got to. Everything is now here for you to put in line, to throw a rope around and to say, let's go with this now. I'm ready to take off. I'm ready to power ahead. And that's what's coming for you in February, Pisces. So good on you for putting in the hard yards, for making that happen for yourself, and for having a leg up, for getting that, for positioning yourself to be able to start from a place of advancement. That's who, you know, good on you. You put in the work to get there, and now you're ready to power ahead. Okay, that's it. Sorry for all those interruptions. That was really hectic. I just had a few deliveries at the door. So yeah, namaste. I hope this was useful for you. If you guys want to order a reading, shoot me a message and we'll have a chat. I hope February is a good one for you, and amor fati next time.